What I discovered inside my student's backpack nearly put me into complete shock. Teaching my daughter's grade had been a blessing, but there was also another boy who constantly annoyed her. He spent his days trying to impress girls in my class, usually ending with them hitting him after he crossed a line. I had sent him to the office so many times that eventually he was required to sit in the front. But one particular morning, he begged me to let him sit in the back row. I still don't know why, but I agreed. We were working silently on an assignment when faint whispering drifted from the back. I glanced up, and that was when I noticed him holding something out to another student. At first glance, it looked like a real handgun. My brain froze trying to understand what I had just seen. I didn't have a good angle, so I stayed still, forcing myself to breathe normally. I knew I needed to get a clearer look. I walked over to help a nearby student, pretending everything was normal. That closer angle confirmed what I feared. It wasn't a toy. It looked completely real. Sweat rolled down my face as panic tried to take over. My hands trembled uncontrollably as I opened my phone and dialed 911, but the room was too quiet for me to speak. I couldn't abandon my class. My daughter was sitting just a few desks away, and keeping everyone safe was the only thing on my mind. I texted the assistant principal in all caps, explaining exactly what I had seen. Minutes dragged by with no answer. Eventually, I realized waiting any longer could be dangerous. I called over one of my most responsible students. I wrote a short note telling her to ask to use the bathroom, find the assistant principal, make him check his phone, and then leave the building immediately. She looked terrified, but didn't say a word, and walked out. I tried to keep teaching even though my heart wouldn't stop pounding. After what felt like an eternity, there was a knock at the door. The assistant principal stepped in casually, speaking to students as if nothing unusual was happening. My class seemed to sense something was wrong. Finally, he asked the boy to step into the hallway. The moment the student stood up and walked past my daughter, I felt sick with fear. As soon as the boy crossed the threshold, he was tackled by security. Later, we found out he had planned to use the weapon against another student during lunch. The situation left me shaken for days, but I was grateful that quick action prevented a tragedy and kept my daughter and everyone in the school safe that afternoon.